Lee Habeeb, you are an inspirer. That's what I would, if I were to summarize what you do for a living, I would say you're an inspirer. What do you say to that?
A promoter, an inspirer, any of the above.
Very good. Now, a question. You are under quarantine or not?
Well, Dennis, in Mississippi, we practice social distancing on general principle. This is how we choose to live. We don't cram into tight spaces like the progressives want us to. We don't like mass transit. We like our cars and our space. When we go to the beach, we pull up 8 feet from somebody else. We have nice spaces. America is built mostly on social distancing. The average square footage in homes has grown 1,000 square feet in the last 20 years. It's the progressives who want us to live underground with subways and with mass transit. Dennis, 6 counties and New York City are responsible for 50% of all the deaths in America. The 6 commuter counties of New York City. My home county, Bergen County, only 900,000 people. It has 800 deaths, more than 21 states combined.
Gee, I didn't even know I would set you up for such a great response.
You know what? People who live in Montana and experienced
yes.
2 deaths.
No. So
exactly. Their state shut down because of what's happening in New York or New Orleans.
Yes, exactly. See, you're an example of the theme of my show today is that I've never been more proud to be a conservative. The difference in our thinking is so clear that I love clarity. I mean, exactly everything they've advocated has turned out to be fatal. Mass transit, squashed into apartments, and live in big cities. And you people like you and myself, we have been advocating. We love the car. We love our homes. We love having our space, as it were. We're not big fans of the great metropolises. But nobody will draw those conclusions. That's the irony. Even, by the way, Lee, remember this. Reusable bags at the supermarket are now fatal.
Dennis, I love it because what's on display is common sense, and most American hospitals right now are empty. The vast majority of elective surgeries have been canceled. Dentists, doctors aren't working, and all because of a few places. And guess who happens to live in those places? The media that reports from there and thinks that what's happening there
is
happening everywhere.
They are so angry at the governor of South Dakota and Nebraska. They're bigger villains than the president.
Yeah. And by the way, what does the mayor know and when did he know it? Because it's his city. He could have just stopped the subway travel and all those celebrants at the Chinese New Year festival in Chinatown. But it all goes on Trump. And then meanwhile, when he takes the authority, they say he doesn't have the authority because he's a dictator. So is it his fault and he has the authority, or isn't it his fault and do the governors and the mayors have the authority?
Yes.
Who makes these calls?
That's
all
right.
of their arguments are piling up against each other. And this is the joy of watching the left collide with itself.
Now, tell me, first of all, the governor of Mississippi is what party?
Republican.
Okay. So is there a statewide quarantine or not?
There is, because in the end, he felt the pressure to do it from all these scientists, but I'll bet you any amount he'll be lifting it once, let's say, Governor Abbott of Texas lifts it. I think 30 governors will be lifting it, and lifting it fast. We're just not, we live different than other places here.
That's right.
I don't come within 6 feet of another human being except my wife, who doesn't let me near her sometimes either.
You know what? It was worth calling you just for that line.
Thank you.
Lee. Lee is my man. He is really my man.
I might add, though, Dennis, we should practice social distancing, but not emotional distancing.
That's very sweet. Tell your wife. I'll tell her for you. They have a great marriage, by the way, for the record. That's why he could rib himself and them. Back in a moment with Lee Habeeb. His video's up at PragerU.